Hello and welcome, I hope. It's always interesting trying to do Facebook Live. So I believe we are set up and ready to go. It says we're live streaming. So what I want to do is um, share my screen with you and get this class started. So let me do my thing where I double check that we are working and in the right place. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please comment, let me know. If you want to ask something private, you don't want to comment, don't worry, you absolutely can send me a private Facebook message. I am here for you. So it does look like we are online. We are ready to go. Welcome to 2022. This is Weight Loss with Essential Oils. I'm Dr. Alison DiBarto Goggin. If we haven't met yet, I'm a functional medicine physician, and I'm also an essential oil wellness advocate with doTERRA. I've been with doTERRA for 10 years now. We can officially say it's our 10-year anniversary. I've been teaching classes. I've been using oils with my patients for 10 years, at least doTERRA for 10 years. And I have seen amazing changes in my patients and their lives and their health, let alone my little family. This is actually an old picture. We need an updated one. This little guy right here, my son Jacob, is the one who really has shown me the power of oils from when I was pregnant with him through his birth, as well as his life for the past 10 years. In his immune system, his brain, and getting him through school. We've had amazing things with the oils. So let's jump in to what are essential oils. They are naturally occurring plant extracts. So you see that lemon right there and that grapefruit. When you squeeze a lemon, you get that oil on your hands, and you smell like a lemon for a really long time, or an orange, right? That's actually the essential oils that are carrying that scent. And what those oils do is they protect the plant from infections, invaders, and also just environmental threats. So when we take that into our body, it also helps our body be protected against environmental threats, infections, and supports our cellular health. Essential oils are natural, they're safe, they're affordable, and they're super easy to use. So there's 3 ways that we can use essential oils, or actually I think it's going to talk about all 3 ways today in our weight loss conversation. So the first way is aromatically, which is what I think most people think of when you think of essential oils. You put them in the diffuser and your room smells really nice. A lot of people will just smell them right out of the bottle. And this is great for sleep. Love to put my oils in the diffuser for sleep. I have my diffuser in my office with like peppermint and spearmint, so that way it keeps me awake and motivated. I also love diffusing oils in the bathroom to help the bathroom smell good and stay clean. We just use them for everything. It's also great for breathing. We love to use peppermint and our Breathe blend to support clear breathing and our immune system as well. Topically is the next way to use essential oils, which means that you just put it where it hurts on your skin. Now, I do recommend diluting your essential oils with something like fractionated coconut oil or olive oil, whatever your favorite oil is, for a few reasons. One, it prevents skin sensitivity. So if you use an oil, it might make your skin a little bit red, especially like hot oils like oregano or cinnamon or something like that. I'll never forget when I first got my kit. I had no idea what I was doing with oils, but I was pregnant. I couldn't take anything. I had the flu, and I heard oregano killed all the bad stuff. So I took a couple drops of oregano on my hand and I slathered my throat with it because my lymph nodes were so big and swollen. And then immediately, bright red, pain. I put water on it because I was like, wash it off. That made it worse. So always use fractionated coconut oil or an oil base. It also helps your oils get into your system. So when you put oils just on your skin, they will flash off. You won't get all of the compounds into your system. So when you use a protective oil like coconut oil, It actually helps keep the essential oil on your skin to be absorbed by your body. I use oils topically, honestly, probably every day for muscle aches, joint aches, belly aches, for mood and the immune system as well. Very easy to do, very simple. The next and last way is also internally. So you can use oils internally, which means you can add them to your water. So I like to put lemon in my water. You can put them in an empty veggie cap, which is basically an empty supplement capsule. So you take the top off, you fill up the supplement little pill with your essential oils, cap it, and take it like a supplement. Or you can cook with your essential oils too. So this is great to use for digestive upset, immune system support. You can cook with them, basically anything that you need, reduce inflammation and support your metabolism, food cravings, energy, which is what we're going to talk about today. So what makes doTERRA different? Now this is really important because there's so many essential oil companies out there, especially now. And most of them use synthetic oils, which is why when I heard about doTERRA, honestly, I said, essential oils. Like, I don't care. Like, I've tried them in the past. I haven't seen big differences. And when I got doTERRA, they actually worked. And I was like, okay, so there's something different with this company and this brand. And that's what made me dive into the research and learn more about them. So with each oil bottle, you can take it, you can look on the side of it, and there is a lot number, there is a QR code that you can scan, or you can go to source2u.com, our sourcing website, type it in, and you can see all of the third-party testing results. You can meet the farmers, you can meet the distillers, you can see the bottling process for each batch of essential oils. So we have 100% transparency. We use third-party testing, so it's not like, oh, just trust us, it's 100%. Wink. Like, you are guaranteed that you are getting 100% pure essential oil. And this is important because if you're using essential oils topically or internally, you don't want to be putting synthetic and harmful chemicals or petroleum products into your body. You want to feel better. You want the real thing. doTERRA uses co-impact sourcing, which means that we get our plants from their native areas around the world. And I'll tell you that the lavender from France is very different from the lavender in Missouri. The lemons that are grown in Italy are very different because there's soil differences, there's climate differences, there's nutritional differences in the soil, their weather is different, altitude is different, all these things are different, and they play into a more potent essential oil. And so we want the most potent, the most effective, and the most powerful plants that we can get our hands on. And doTERRA doesn't just force grow all of their plants in a greenhouse or on the side of the highway somewhere. They're going to individual farmers, they're supporting local communities so they can be independent and have their own income, support those communities. And when they go into those communities, they have the Healing Hands Foundation, and they always ask, what does your community need? And some will say, we need wells, we need clean water. Others will ask for schools, others will ask for hospitals, others will ask for roads, and doTERRA will do everything that they possibly can to make sure that they are getting what they need. And that's really just a powerful experience and something I love talking about. So if you love that stuff, go to YouTube. doTERRA has a great YouTube channel, and they have all of their Healing Hands projects, their co-impact sourcing, so you can learn more about the farmers and the countries that you're supporting with these oils. Okay, let's talk about weight loss. Weight loss is easy, but it's complicated, right? So I'm going to toss in a little bit of functional medicine with essential oil education here, because for a long time, we've been told, if you want to lose weight, just eat less and exercise. Calories in versus calories out. You're guaranteed to lose weight if you just stop eating so much. And anybody who's ever struggled with weight loss or has any other issues going on, like autoimmune conditions or thyroid or hormone issues, you know that weight loss is absolutely not about calories in versus calories out. How many people have literally done diets where they're only eating 500 calories a day, and yet the scale doesn't move. Or if it does move, they don't look better, they don't feel better. So we need to make sure that you are getting to the root cause of what's going on with your body, following the diet for your body, and showing how essential oils can help address all of these issues. So these are just a few body types of how our weight distributes throughout our body. So we have the adrenal type. You can kind of see it's more weight in the belly. Cortisol tends to accumulate in the belly. The ovary type, which is for women, you have the weight gain in your hips, your thighs, your butt. You might have a lower stomach bulge. So that's just saying female hormones are off, whether it's estrogen or progesterone. We have the liver type, which tends to be more of a beer belly type, bloating after eating, right shoulder pain. Excuse me. And then the thyroid type, which weight tends to accumulate everywhere. Now, this also says need for mid-afternoon naps, sleepiness. There's also blood sugar issues to be concerned about, pre-diabetes, all kinds of things. So I just wanted to give this to you so you can go, okay, hey, I look like the ovary type, or maybe you're menopausal and you're having a really hard time losing weight. You can focus more on hormone support and adrenal support. If you're the liver type, you know that you need to work on your liver, but also your blood sugar. So let's go through what some support might look like. So the first place, you have to start, because nothing is more important than nutrition, is the Lifelong Vitality Kit, which are these 3 supplements right here. This is a powerful trio that is the basis of nutrition. And that's what I love about doTERRA. It's not just buy every essential oil and use them every day, you'll be fine. It's like, no, you need good nutrition. You need to be healthy. So our Microplex BMZ is our vitamins from A to Z. It has vitamins, minerals, and everything's from a whole food complex, which I love as well. You're not getting synthetic chemicals. The Alpha CRS is our antioxidants. So the green trees, the turmerics, the curcumins, the grapes, all of that stuff is in there to reduce inflammation. And then the XEO Mega. So this actually has quite a combination. It has essential oils, which is the EO, and then the Omega. So this is your DHA and the EPA and all of the fatty acids that you need for healthy bones and healthy hormones. I started taking these 8 years ago is when I started. And I was a full-time chiropractor at the time. And my son was about a year old. And my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists hurt so bad. And my husband would have to bring me baby Jake so I could nurse him, because I couldn't pick anything up. Like I'd wake up and everything would just be frozen and I couldn't manipulate. So he would have to bring him to me, and it would take like an hour or 2 in the morning for everything to warm up and feel better so I could go to work and adjust people all day long. And then I started taking these supplements. And the amazing thing is, I started waking up with no pain and swelling in my joints. I was able to move everything freely as soon as I would wake up. I could pick up my baby. I had so much more energy. I was sleeping so much better. And it's all that nutrition and the omegas and the good fats. We have so much research on these, and it's such an important starting place. And especially if you want to lose weight, because if you're cutting back calories, you're also cutting back on nutrition as well. So this is going to be something that's easy to do and really supportive of your health right off the bat. The next thing that I love that doTERRA has is we have 3 different types of protein shakes that are amazing. We have our greens and we have our fiber. So what most people struggle with weight loss is honestly a good, stable blood sugar throughout the day. And this doesn't mean how much sugar are you eating. It means how much glucose is in your bloodstream. So the more glucose you have for a longer period of time, the more that's going to get stored as fat. I don't have it up here. I just did a podcast on continual glucose monitoring. So it is a wearable tracker device that's constantly measuring your glucose levels and letting you see it in real time. So when you have these big spikes in your blood sugar, so you have a soda or you go to Starbucks and you get a muffin and a mocha. Delicious, right? You can watch in real time as your blood sugar climbs higher and higher and higher, and it stays pretty high. This is going to lead to weight gain. And then you're going to have the energy crash and the sugar crash and brain fog. And you're going to be tired in the afternoon. You're going to be cranky. And then they're going to go for more energy drink, things like that. So when you have protein and fiber, it actually keeps your blood sugar really nice and stable throughout the day. So this is your best breakfast right here. We have chocolate whey, we have vanilla whey, and then we have a vanilla vegan protein. They're all delicious. I've tried them all. I like to do my greens separate and my water later in the day. Greens are awesome for hormones. So my women who are postmenopausal, who are dealing with hot flashes, weight gain, inflammation, brain fog, memory issues, greens will clean that right up, as well as clary calm essential oil, which we're going to talk about. And then fiber is going to help with gut health. It's going to hold on to excess estrogen. It's going to pull out toxins. It's going to support and feed your gut bacteria so you have a healthy gut, healthy bowel movements, and it's going to give you that nutrition that you need. So everything all in one right there for you. All right, so let's talk about energy and the adrenal body type. So if you have that high cortisol, you have that belly weight, Mito2 Max is developed for energy and the mitochondria. So the MITO, that's where that mito comes from, for your mitochondria. These are the energy powerhouses in our cells. They make ATP, they make energy. More research has been done on the mitochondria, linking it to immune support, brain health, hormones, genetic issues. So we need to support our mitochondria to get our cortisol under control, to manage our stress. And this is what does it. It has herbs in there that recycle our antioxidants. And then it actually creates more mitochondria in your cells. So you can imagine if you have one mitochondria, you're going to be making a little bit of energy versus 10 versus 100, right? The other thing that it has in there is you see that O2, so it oxygenates your cells. And the more oxygen you have, the more energy you're going to have, the more balanced your cortisol is going to be. It also has essential oils in there. So that's something where you can take 2 a day and feel a lot better. There's no stimulants in it, so you don't have to worry about getting triggered. And then, of course, lemon and peppermint. Citrus and mints are the go-to for energy. Usually when I do a live class, I like to have some peppermint, put it in your hand, rub your hands together, and take a deep breath. You notice an instant activation. Peppermint also increases your lung oxygenation volume by 30%. So again, the more oxygen you have, the better you're going to feel, the more awake, more alive, more energetic. Cravings is something I feel like almost everybody deals with. We all crave different things, and they can be really difficult to deal with. So one of my hacks around this is that Slim and Sassy oil that you see right in the middle there. Slim and Sassy is a blend. It does have grapefruit in it. It does have cinnamon in it. It has a couple other oils in it. This is our metabolic blend. It's designed for weight loss, but it also helps balance blood sugar, helps balance cortisol. So you can put this oil in your water. If you put oils in your water, make sure that you're using glass or stainless steel. If you use a plastic cup, like just a basic cup, oils will break down plastic chemicals, and then you're going to be drinking those plastics, so you don't want to do that. So Slim and Sassy is my go-to. The other thing that I recommend for people who struggle with smoking or really severe cravings, put a toothpick in like Slim and Sassy or a toothpick in cinnamon, and then just chew on it. And the oil compounds will directly affect your brain, your emotional centers, your limbic system, to calm down that emotional aspect of the cravings. And then everything else goes to work on your blood sugar stabilization, so you're not roller coastering and craving things all day. Okay. Speaking of adrenal body types and all the other body types, sleep is so important for rest and recovery. If you are someone who wakes up every 2 hours while you're sleeping, or every night at 2 or 3 a.m., you are awake, it's actually a blood sugar issue. So go back, go to work on your blood sugar, make sure you're eating enough protein and fat throughout the day. A lot of people just chase sleep because they think something's wrong with sleep, but it's actually cortisol, it's actually hormones, and it's blood sugar. So go back, get help with your blood sugar, and then come take things like our Serenity Restful Complex, has L-theanine, all of these things to support natural melatonin in your brain. Melatonin is made from serotonin. So we need healthy amounts of serotonin as well, which is why I like to use frankincense. I like to use it on the roof of my mouth. I'll put it on the back of my neck. It's very calming and very supportive. And then most people think of lavender too as kind of just a gentle, a calming thing. These are great to put in a diffuser at night to make like a little pillow spray, to put a drop on your pajamas. I do always tell the story that I had a friend who loved to put lavender on her pajamas. And then she got doTERRA and she couldn't believe the difference. She was putting 10 drops of whatever brand she was using on her pajama tops to get that scent. And then she put 10 drops of doTERRA lavender and she couldn't sleep. She had to change her pajamas. doTERRA is so powerful. You only need 1 or 2 drops per treatment or per use. So less is more with doTERRA. Keeping going with adrenals and stress, but this also plays into ovary and hormone body types and liver because these things affect our cortisol too. So we have copaiba, which is my everyday go-to long-term use for mood, for sleep, for anxiety. 2 drops on your tongue every single day will change everything for you. We also have copaiba in a roller, so you can roll it on your neck or your feet. Or copaiba is also amazing for pain, and they included it in our deep blue stick. So copaiba is just a great all-around use. It affects every system because it's an endocannabinoid, but it does not have any psychoactive activity. It's not going to change your chemistry like that. Balance and adaptive are absolutely my go-to for calming. I like to just smell balance right out of the bottle. Balance and serenity together, we call that our liquid Xanax because it's so calming. So there's lots and lots of options. Now, of course, with your weight loss routine, you're going to want to get moving. Everybody needs to be moving. Ideally, you want to do 20 minutes of continual exercise and get your heart rate up for 20 minutes at a time. Walking around your house, walking around at work, taking care of your kids or grandkids absolutely counts, but you're going to get the most benefit for your body, your bones, your muscle, your brain, and weight loss for 20 minutes in a row. So whether you're going for a walk or you're doing Zumba or you're weightlifting, whatever your routine is, oils are going to help you recover. I like to layer, which means putting one oil on at a time. Lemongrass, lavender, and then deep blue. It is awesome for pain and inflammation. Like right now, my neck is a hot mess. So today, before I went to the gym, copaiba, lemongrass, lavender, and then the deep blue, and it helps so much. Deep blue is great for all of your muscles. I also use it for headaches and belly pain too. And then we have our deep blue capsules down here on the left, which are our herbal complex, is anti-inflammatory and helps reduce inflammation throughout the whole body. So you feel good, you can move, you have the energy. If you are a liver type, we have so much liver support. So Zendocrine, we actually have 2 options. We have the essential oil detox blend that does work specifically on both pathways of the liver. So when you hear detox, there's actually, it's a good word and it's not a good word. So no, you're not going to be drinking green teas and going to the bathroom all day. But there are 2 pathways in your liver that help take really the garbage that your cells create all day long, and old hormones and toxins and things that we breathe in and drink in, and they package it together. And then that package goes to your gallbladder, and that gallbladder releases it, goes into your intestines, and that's how we get rid of things. So we want to be able to support our liver. I like putting Zendocrine in my water. I also like putting it directly over my liver, on your right side, right over your ribs. And then we have the Zendocrine herbal complex, which is the herbs that will also encourage these pathways, clear them up. And if you have any hormone problems at all, Zendocrine herbal complex is a lifesaver. All right, one thing we didn't get to talk about is digestion. This is, all the oils are my favorite, but Digestion is definitely in the top of this list. This is one you can use topically right over your belly. So if you have gas, heartburn, pain with diarrhea or constipation, put this on your belly. It's going to help so much. It's going to improve your digestion, and it's just a lifesaver to have on hand. And then on the other side, we have Claricalm, which is the hormone balance blend. This one does come in a roller, so I say just use it hip to hip every day. And when you use it every single day, you're going to notice a drastic difference in your body. If you're cycling and you're getting your period, you're going to notice your periods are lighter, they're shorter, there's less cramping, less bleeding. If you're postmenopausal or perimenopausal, you're going to notice a decrease in hot flashes. You're going to have better sleep. Energy is going to be better. It's going to support your thyroid, your adrenals, everything. So this is definitely a go-to. So how do you get started with essential oils? It's so easy. And this is one of the top reasons I love doTERRA as well. So you get a free consultation with myself or Dr. Deloney or whoever invited you here today, or all of us, if that's what you need. It is free. We're going to talk about your top health goals or concerns. We're going to put together the right oils for you so you're going to be able to use them and get what you need. And as a gift, all starter kits come with a free Slim and Sassy from us as a gift. All right, so everyone gets 25% off their orders as being a member. We also have no minimums and no monthly requirements. So you don't have to worry about buying something that you don't need. You're going to get the oils that you need. You're going to use them. And we do have rewards programs. We have free oils of the month. You get points back for shipping. You get points back for ordering. So that way you get lots more free oils. They have all kinds of monthly promotions, discounts, and of course we have our amazing community here. So there's quite a few starter kits. Right now, January 2022, they came out with the Evolve You kits. There's quite a few options here. I didn't want to put them all up because we can discuss them when we talk, but they come with the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This one I love because you're getting the Adaptive for stress, Copaiba for whole body, and Turmeric for whole body inflammation. This Deep Blue stick, which I'm obsessed with, for your joints, plus the oil. You're getting the supplements a good 30 days in. This does say vegan. You have a choice between the vegan and non-vegan, and then immune support. So there's so many options right now. The Foundational Habits Kit, I do not believe is available anymore. However, everything you see besides the greens, the fiber, and the protein is available as our Foundational Wellness Kit. And then you can add on the protein and the greens. Any kit you can add anything that you want on. So if you say, Alison, I want this kit plus the Claricalm, super easy to add on, and you get your discount to get started with it as well. It also comes with PB Assist, which is our probiotics, and our Terrazyme, which is our digestive enzyme. So you're going to get digestive healing from top down, plus our 5 oils and the Deep Blue. This one's my favorite. And then we have our Healthy Start Kit, which has a variety of essential oils. It doesn't have any of the nutrition in it, but that's fine. You can add it on. And then we have so many options. So I just wanted to show you a few. And then of course you can create your own custom kit. You get the discounted membership, you get the discounted price, and you get to pick and choose the products that you want specifically. So basically design your own kit. So thank you so much for being here today. Schedule your free consult. You can fill out the Google form that we have, and that is free, it's confidential. You can text my cell phone, it's right there for you, or private message me, or connect with us at your next appointment. So if you're a patient at Simply Health or at My Little Black Bag Medicine, or another office that is here, reach out to them at your next appointment. Say, hey, I want to get started with some oils, but I want to talk to you first and make sure I get the right ones, because that's what we're here for. So thank you so much again for being here. If you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, if you want to know more about specific weight loss types or foods or programs, reach out. That's what we're here for, and we will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.